Yes.
Are you struggling to get your child to bring home their required homework or maybe tell you how they've done recently on a test? Well, school psychologist and our Love and Logic consultant, Margot Fisher, is back with us this morning with some really neat insight into how to help us help our kids want to communicate and succeed in school. Margot, thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Okay, so I read this article that you sent me, and essentially it equates it to us coming home from work every day, having had a hard day, knowing we maybe didn't perform as well as we wanted, and have our family grill us about it when we get home.
Absolutely. I mean, how would you feel if you walked in the door and everybody started grilling you about what happened rather than having a little time to sit and relax and talk?
Interesting. So you say the best thing to maybe do is sit down with your kids 2 or 3 times a week.
Right. I mean, first of all, kids need to come home and relax. They don't need to come home and do homework immediately. And lots of kids' parents have that rule, and it's like, none of us do that, even if we have work to do at home. And, you know, review your kids' work with them, get their opinions, find out how they're feeling about it rather than saying, this isn't acceptable, how come you did this? And then we teach our kids to say, well, the teacher didn't teach me that, or she didn't have me take it home. So you set up this negative feedback, and essentially kids start not wanting to tell you about what's going on in school.
Interesting. So you say sit down with them 2 or 3 times a week and have them point out what they did well on their homework or their papers or whatever.
Absolutely. You know, kids, when children get attention from their parents, it's because they're not doing well. When everything's going well, we tend to say, okay, everything's fine, I don't have to worry about it because I'm really busy. And so when we have our kids focus on what they're doing right and good and telling you good things about what's going on in school, that gets to be their mindset, that when I come home from school, I need to tell my mom the good things, not the bad things. And so that their attitude towards school and their attitudes towards sharing with you is positive.
Okay, we're running out of time really quick. Have them describe the reasons for their success. What makes that important?
Well, because they're internalizing it. Kids are so other directed that really their performance in school, you want to be internally directed. You want kids to do a good job because they want to do a good job, not because they want to please you or please their teacher, but that it's internalizing within them to do it well.
Really define why they're doing well helps.
And it also really boosts their self-concept and empowers them to think that to know that they're doing a good job.
Work on their mistakes only when they ask for help.
Right. You know, don't go over their papers. That's a teacher's job. If they're satisfied and you've talked about it with them and say, well, what do you think about this? And the child says, yeah, it's fine. Then don't browbeat them into saying it's wrong if there's something wrong with it. The teachers know how to do that. And teachers, you know, unless a teacher says to you, I need your help with that, don't be browbeating your kids about their homework.
And the last step is be patient. And I'm getting a wrap. But last word on that?
Well, make it fun, be patient, have a good time with your kids. If you're changing your attitudes towards this, it's going to take a while for the kid to believe that you really mean this instead of they're just trying this out and then they're going to go back to who they were before.
Some good advice. Thanks so much, Margot. Thanks for coming in today. Still